It's Friday on Your View. Welcome to the show. I am Morayo Afolabi Brown. As always, I have the ladies with me. Hello, Obiajulu in the building.
Morning, everybody.
How you doing?
Is this Morayo?
No,
Like
you look so
last year.
pretty.
You braided it.
Yeah, I've never
It was
seen
about
her
6
braids.
years.
Yes,
6 years.
I never saw her braids. Not once.
Morayo
Yeah.
2.0.
But you look good.
Yeah, it's happening. I got somebody to come do my nails today.
Yeah.
Intentional.
4 points.
What's happening? I don't know, man. I'm just,
Self-care.
I'm just trying to pay attention.
Yeah.
You know, pay attention.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
to
healthy.
intentionally do things. You know,
It will also
how you
help.
do one thing is how you do every other thing. So you
Yeah.
pay attention to little things, you
Yeah.
start paying attention to other
Awesome.
things.
It will also help boost the self-esteem.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
position you very
Morayo
well.
has no. Look at herself on the screen and be like, I can see from your face. You're feeling. Morayo feels herself.
How you doing?
She does. I'm doing amazing.
I love what you're wearing.
Thank
Looks like you
you.
loaned you my
Thank
cup
you.
today.
Yeah,
Suits
I
you
forgot
so
my
well.
cup, but I have my booth. Thinking. And today is Friday. Episode 4 of Mama Jury has been uploaded. I want to say thank you to all my fans.
Yes.
I think the first episode we have 3,000 views already,
wow.
and it's just
Fantastic.
going gradually. I'm grateful to God. I'm understanding there's a process to everything. I'm not in a hurry.
Yeah.
I want to grow my fans organically,
Yes.
and I'm grateful to God for all your support. So just go to YouTube today and watch the
Fantastic.
episode.
Fantastic.
Lucy
Well
put out a
done.
good work, guys. So
Thank
go
you.
and see it.
Thank
It's a
you.
lot of work.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Tokwe?
I
What are
should
you doing
be.
this weekend?
Morayo, it's
You're
good to
rude
have
again.
money. No, today is I'm always about attending conferences because it rejigs its information. So today is starting Niya Adesoya's Founders Leaders Initiative program. So it's for CEOs, founders, and to help you reposition. It's a 3 months program, but the 3 days at a hotel. And till yesterday, I was still trying to see how to squeeze out the money. I was begging my husband. I was telling him, let me go and borrow money from a friend. Let me pay for this course. It really hurts me that I will not be able to attend the program. And I'm like, money do me strong thing on this matter. But in the spirit of positivity, I called him and I said, I'll come to the hotel room and meet you at a hotel. And your notes,
materials.
you will teach me. So you're attending the program with the intention of teaching me what you learned. And I'm looking forward to that. So I'll be at the hotel today and tomorrow.
That's nice.
And if I won't attend the program, but I'll be learning from second-hand knowledge, but I'll still get it. I'll still get it.
Well done. That's something Titi can do.
Yes.
Titi wake up.
Tokwe MM.
geez. Yeah, man,
Bash
those
them
guys.
together.
How you doing?
Um,
I'm fine. I'm doing great. I'm just happy to be alive. That's it.
This thing is like nets on that. What is the idea? How does
The
it
idea.
work?
Well, today's look is what. I don't know. Will you get it? No, not you. I'm saying to Morayo. It's just.
But Nigerians will get it.
No, the tell us get it.
No, so it's just. I'm just being rock chic.
Hey!
Rock shape. So
I don't know. I'm
When I
just.
think of fashion,
Okay,
my
let
question
me
is,
tell
what
you
is
what
it?
happened.
Okay.
So I got this shirt dress. It's really lovely because
Right.
of the Mickey Mouse and everything.
Right.
But when I put it on, it just looked like a shirt dress. And I
Yeah.
thought, how do
And
I
spice it
Jazz
up.
it
Yes,
up.
spice it up.
Now
So
my
that's what
question
I
is,
do.
this red thing, how do you wear? What is it? Is it a
it
bra?
top?
Is it a top? Is it a dress? What exactly is
It's
it?
not a bra, obviously.
I mean, look, there are different kinds of bra these days. Now. You never know.
Okay, so it's not a bra.
You
It's
never
just
know.
everybody's wearing this now
Okay.
anyway.
Oh,
They're just
really?
nets, yes, and they come
How
in
come I
different
don't see
sizes.
it?
No,
Oh,
you don't follow.
everybody.
It's
You don't
trending.
You have your tribe.
And it enters your fingers and all that?
Yes.
What's up with that?
It's so.
Yeah, it's gloves,
When I'm
girl.
seeing it.
Raise it up
And your
now.
chin and
Let
everything.
me
It's
take
like
this.
you
Let me
guys.
see. I'm curious about what is under like this. Oh.
Don't open me in the body.
No. I want to know how you wore it.
In
like a top.
the,
Over
the
there.
everywhere.
in the public.
Okay, no problem.
What are you
All
doing
right.
this weekend, Brian?
Yes.
Honestly, for the first time, I'm not in anything.
Wow.
Like,
We're happy for
I'm
you.
so happy for myself. Like, I have no conference, no event, no
You're not
fine.
speaking anywhere.
Oh, Father in heaven, I'm
Please stay
home
home.
today.
Yeah.
I'm home tomorrow.
Oh,
and I'm
that's
home on
awesome.
Sunday.
The children will be happy too.
Hallelujah. You know, and I'm not going to receive nobody will send me any invite. I'm not going anywhere.
Because they'll say,
I'm just home.
Brian said she's
I
free.
am
Let's
very
go.
happy.
But you know, Mariah, wait. Watch your social
Social
media.
media.
Yes. There's a party
All
lovely
right, it's
somewhere.
Friday. We're so excited. It's our Celebrity Friday. But first, we go through the front pages of the paper. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
All right, we're going to start with the nation. Buhari rallies governors for Tinubu ahead 2023 general elections. Osinbajo, Ayade, Amechi, Umahi pledge support. Friday deadline for parties to submit candidates list. Ekiti 2022 APC Grand Rally for Tuesday. FJ links Olowo Church attack to ISWAP. 140 suspected Yahoo boys arrested in 2 Lagos hotels. An 83-year-old joins race for Alaafin's throne. Okay, which story are we starting with, Nation?
Okay, let me start with our Vice President, the Ebonyi State Governor, Dave Umahi, the Governor of Cross River State, Ben Ayade, and the former Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amechi, have congratulated the presidential candidate for the APC, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and they're pledging their support of his candidature and working together as a party to see to his success. The VP, as usual, we know him. He's really good with words. He had some very positive things to say about the flag bearer. He said, for many decades, our flag bearer has shown passion, patriotism, courage, and determination in the cause of nation building. And he believes that his sterling contributions to our democracy and his progress stand him out, and so many other things. All the other counterparts also had positive things to say and pledged their support for his campaign.
Okay, so I have the story with INEC. INEC is saying the June 17th is a deadline for all parties to submit their presidential candidates and the vice presidential candidates per party. According to them, don't bring any physical paper to our office. Please upload. Close it 6 p.m. On June 17th. If you don't upload, that's it. So they've trained all the officials. I think it's 4 officials per party, all the 18 parties. They've trained them on how to upload. So you have no excuses. Go work within yourselves, find out your the presidential candidates and the VPs, and they should submit to the portal. They also said that they've also gotten reports of an upsurge in people requesting for their PVCs, which is great. So the continuous voter registration will continue, but the deadline is not going to be changed. However, they're going to deploy more machines so that people can actually register because they're seeing a bit of congestion. So there's an upsurge, which is good. So people are listening that gets your PVCs.
You saw the viral video that went around. Some people, I think around Festac, they were not able to register.
Yes.
So the federal government has said that the last Sunday's attack on St. Francis Catholic Church, Olowo, on those states by gunmen, leading to the death of worshippers, have been linked to Islamic State of West African Province, ISWAP. Yes. So the Minister of Interior, Ralph Arabashola, also with the Inspector General of Police, Alkali Baba Usman, they have briefed the State House correspondents at the end of the National Security Council. And they said that the police has been ordered to go after the perpetrators of this act and bring them to justice. He said that the imprint of ISWAP was found at the scene of the attack, vowing that they will be brought to justice, that the council is quite concerned about what's happening, and it seems to them that they are trying to just have like an ethno-religious fight, trying to put, hit Nigerians' heads together so that we begin to fight one another. But they are going to take care of it. And there were some things they mentioned they would do. They said that 10,000 additional police officers will be graduating next month and will be added to the security architecture to enhance efficiency. They also said that they'll be leading other security agencies to monitor the June 12th elections that will be happening in Ekiti, and over 17,000 police officers have been mobilized to maintain law and order. But the, I think it's president of the Middle Belt Forum.
The elections is June 18th.
June 18th,
yeah,
yes.
Not 12.
So the president of the Middle Belt Forum was saying that the government knows where these terrorists are, and they are tired of hearing it's ISWAP today, it's Boko Haram tomorrow, it's bandits next tomorrow. They just want the government to do what they need to do, fish them out and stop this.
So the social media, the video going viral saying that they had been caught, that is false then?
Oh, but I thought we saw the Olowo of Olowo speaking, so I guess it was like, I saw a video online where he was speaking. Olowo of Olowo speaking. And I wasn't sure, I couldn't verify what he was saying, but there was a video of him speaking to the crowd that came to his palace, but I'm not sure exactly the details of that speech. Go ahead.
I want to share the details in the papers from Naira Marley's story, forensic reports by an EFCC, the chief detective officer and head of the cybercrime section of the EFCC. His name is Mr. White Dien. Mr. Dien gave his account that based on forensic research, they were able to link the cards that were found at Naira Marley's apartment as well as his laptop These cards were issued by European, American, and Latin. Oh, let me just confirm that. Yes, they were issued by different countries, and the cards were in use. And there were text messages from Naira Marley's phone to someone with the card details for it to be used. The dates confirmed from between November 26, 2018 and December 11, 2018. We remember that Naira Marley was arraigned on May 10, 2019. He's out on bail because he pled not guilty, but investigations are still ongoing and they're gathering more proof to support the allegation of the use of him being culpable in the use of card fraud.
Okay. Let's move on quickly now to The Punch. Articles running mates. PDP raises panel as Wike Okowa lobby for VP slots. Picture here of Tinubu paying a visit to Osinbajo, Buhari hosts APC presidential candidate. Cultists kill Lagos trader in sister's presence. Family slams police. Lagos mob burns 30 Okadas, beats motorcyclists for killing pedestrian. Months after Punch investigation, court slams Nigerian army 200 million naira damages for killing Imo businessman. Traders shot Lagos market youth storm TBS for voter registration. Nigeria imports 41 billion naira salt despite huge local deposits. NNPC makes 1.7 trillion naira from crude sales in 12 months. Olowo massacre. Experts tackle FG over insecurity. Government blames ISWAP. Okay, which story are we starting with?
Good news from INEC. The Alaba International Market in Ojo area of Lagos State on Thursday officially shut down. And this reason was they wanted to motivate all traders to go and register for their cards. They had partnered with INEC and they had facilities around. The traders were meant to visit the Ojo local government area, which is a venue for the registration, and it's ongoing. Many people complain about the frustration. They mentioned the frustration about the single terminal being used, because that means when you have a lot of people trying to register, it slows down the process a lot. But I'm happy that a lot of Nigerians are taking this thing serious about getting.
And that's
their
why I took the story in INEC. INEC is saying they just got the report of the upsurge, and now they're going to be sending more machines and more portals to these various groups so that they can actually register.
Responsive, that's good. So I have a story. Nigeria, the headline says Nigeria imports 41 billion naira salt despite huge local deposits. And just give us a breakdown of these imports. So Nigeria has spent 41.1 billion naira on salt imports between the first quarter of 2021 and the first quarter of 2022. And this analysis was given by the Foreign Trade Statistics data by National Bureau Statistics. And they say this salt includes salt for human consumption, animal feeding, crude salt, which is also known as industrial salt. There's a breakdown of what we spend almost every quarter. We import this salt from countries like Brazil, Namibia, China, Norway, Niger Republic, the United States, United Kingdom, and India. The only thing I wish this report had was to tell us how much deposits we have here in Nigeria, and then why we are not using, in spite of that, why we're not using it. Are we unable to process it? Are we,
what is the issue?
I know that we had Dangote salt.
But are they imported? Is what they were saying.
Yes, they could be
packaging. Yes. So we'd like to know why.
This is somewhere
a 27-year-old trader, Ikene Ogbu, has been stabbed to death by suspected cultists in Ojo area of Lagos State. This particular guy is, they say he sells phones at the Alaba International Market. On this day, the sister had asked him to go out and get them soft drinks. On his way out, about 5 people walked into the compound and they were screaming that we'll kill him, we'll kill him. So the sister kept pleading, and one of them finally stabbed him and they started chasing the sister around. So while, the rancor, the noise and everything, some policemen came, but 2 of them escaped and entered somebody's room, one Mr. Yinka's room. They've taken the matter to the police station. She had to take her brother to the mortuary. They said by the time they got to the police station, the police had asked them that they pay a certain amount of money before they will carry out the investigation. They've been going back and forth. The Yinka and one other person, the person's room that he ran into has been arrested and released. So this woman is saying, you people need to rearrest them. we need to follow up on this matter. She is demanding for justice, basically.
Okay, so before we move on to take a break, Ashwaju went to the new flag bearer for APC presidential aspirant, who's now went to see the president yesterday and stopped by to see the vice president. And many people had reported that what he said was that they're now blood brothers, that they're more than colleagues, they're now blood brothers. And what people saw play out was democracy. That he did, for people to think that there'll be a rift between them is wrong, and that they're brothers, and that this was just a democracy playing out in itself. I think this was a good thing because it was able to douse the tension of those of them who are trying to take sides. Because at the end of the day, these guys know they're all together. There are no permanent friends, no permanent enemies. Everyone should just calm down.
Their children marry each other also.
Let's go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue with the review. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
You won't go shake your body. Instead, they make you calm down. Eat a farm, say you sabi. You want to grow 6 packs in a day. I beg you, don't do pass your power. You want to show yourself, oh.
Whatever your size, find it with the new Airtel data plans. Dial *141# now to get the plan that suits you. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Welcome to the dawn of a new digital banking age. Introducing Key Mobile, the upgraded Keystone mobile app that lets you live life 100% branchless. Open a fully functional Keystone account within 2 minutes. Increase your transaction limits to the maximum allowable figure. Shop and make payments in style using the NQR payment feature. Simply scan, verify, and pay. Get your card delivered to your location within 48 hours. Transfer funds simply by using the recipient's phone number. Withdraw or deposit cash at the nearest branch or agent's location on the app. Settle transaction dispute. Plan and manage your expenses on the go. And do more. Download the Key Mobile app on Google Play and Apple Store today. Key Mobile.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas. It shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked, and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move weigh in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty, erected for a century of a century.
My God, which medication are you giving this baby?
How we're doing, guys? Is the makeup in progress? Makeup
check.
Are the scripts on the prompter? Script
check.
Are we set in the VCR? All team in place? VCR
check. Clock is ticking, time is racing, lights are. Plans all set. 120 minutes of hot entertainment. We are ready for the mission.
Come closer. A little bit more. Perfect. Exciting news for you. You asked for it and you got it. Your favorite breakfast show, Your View, will be going to 2 hours. We're going to have in-depth analysis of the newspaper review and more conversations on the hot topics. The ladies of Your View and I will be stirring up our guests to get an in-depth into all the various topics, and you, our viewers, will have the opportunity to call in and share your views. After all, it's your view. Join us on Your View, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for a fantastic conversation. Don't miss it. Thanks for staying with us. So we're still on Daily Sun. Was there a story you're going to take?
Yes, so the Nigerian Labour Congress, yesterday denied the existence of any other Labour Party in the country. They were insisting that there's only one recognized by the Independent Electoral Commission for Nigeria, that's INEC. So according to the NLC president, Ayuba Waba, he reacted to the news saying that there's a faction of the Labour Party and that they had fielded or they had done there's something he called, a beer parlor presidential primary and supposedly elected a presidential candidate, that nothing can be more spurious, hilarious, and ridiculous. He said that they had their own presidential, electing for the presidential candidate and the flag bearer for LP, and Peter Obi had emerged as the presidential candidate of the Labour Party. Yes. So, and it was monitored by INEC, that if you go on the INEC website, it only recognizes the Labour Party leadership led by the chairman, Julius Abure, and the National Secretary, Farouk Umaru Ibrahim, and they are the only Labour Party officials whose details are provided on INEC website. But there's this man that they mentioned his name, who they've been parading as trying to cause Callistus Okafor, who probably planned the kangaroo election and all that. And so he's publishing this as a disclaimer that these people are not a part of the Labour Party, and Nigerians to be rest assured that Peter Obi is their flag bearer.
Okay, let me just link that to what Masop said, because Masop that's a movement for the actualization of the state of Biafra. We're saying they're going to punish anybody who was frustrating the Igbo agenda, and according to them, they were linking it to that Labour Party story, because the gentleman that came up from the factional leader, according to, was the factional leader for the presidential candidate for LP, that's Jude Ezenwafo. They said he bet that what he did was sacrilegious. It was wrong for him to even come out to say he's the flag bearer for the factional party for Labour. And they insisted that he withdraws his ambition. But I think that has been done already, because I was seeing on social media, although it's not in the papers, that he has withdrawn his candidacy for president.
So I'm glad that Labour Party is saying this. We know Peter Obi is still in the race, so that's good.
Do you want to go next?
Yeah, so I have a story, sad story that happened on Tuesday in Ondo State. A vehicle coming from Zaria carrying potatoes and onions on its way to Ore was attacked. I don't know what they are trying to steal, but they say gunmen attacked the vehicle and maybe trying to steal something from them, killed the driver, shot the bus boy, shot a motorcyclist that was just passing by, and the passenger. 4 people died from this incident. Now, the reason this story is essential is because the PRO of the police had to publicly say that the stories making the rounds that it was attacked by headsmen or Fulani people was false, and that people should not spread false news that has with no proof, because the fear of a reprisal attack on the Hausa community within the area was being announced as well. So he was saying the command wishes to state clearly that there was no reprisal attack on the Hausa community, and there should be none in the area of Sabo Ondo town. That these are just from warmongers. These are mischief makers who are spreading the news to cause panic and strife within the state. Ondo is safe, and it's important for us to reiterate that right now.
Okay, moving on quickly. Oh, you have the story.
Yeah, I do. So the president of the Catholic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria, Lucius Ugoji, at the Golden Jubilee celebration of Archbishop Anthony Obinna in Owerri, Imo State, you know, just talking about the state of affairs in our country, the constant kidnapping, where he mentioned the prelate of the Methodist Church, you know, that was kidnapped, talked about the killings, and referred to the recent Olowo massacre by terrorists, and just, you know, everything that's going on in the country, just showing their displeasure, you know, as a group, and saying that the government, the federal government, is not doing their part in providing security for our nation, that people are living in fear. His exact words were that Nigeria was soaked with blood of innocent. And so, you know, he's just saying, and then he linked it to the upcoming elections. He says, everybody get your PVC and understand that it's important the person that you finally choose as your leader, because that will go a long way in, you know, helping with the situation that we're going through right now.
Okay, moving on quickly now to Vanguard. VP slot options hurdles as Tinubu meets APC governors and the NWC. Crisis looms as Atiku intensifies consultations on running mate. Democracy Day, FG declares Monday public holiday. VP Amechi congratulates Tinubu. ISOP responsible for our church attack. There's only one Labour Party in Nigeria, says NLC. 2023, Group to Oshibajo, U1. Man allegedly murders pregnant wife, stabs herself in Badagry. Ports decongestion, Apapa port still overloaded. Nigeria bleeding soaked in blood, says Catholic bishops. And 2023 nominations without running mates are invalid. INEC wants political parties. Okay.
The human interest story. Yes. So the police command in Lagos State yesterday confirmed the killing of a woman with 4 months pregnancy by her 25-year-old husband, Wasiu Olarewaju. So according to the story, they've always had issues, disagreements, and the last issue they had, some people said they heard the wife saying that, I will not agree with him. Like, when I get home, we're going to discuss it. I will not agree. Not knowing that the man was already hiding in the house with a knife waiting for her. As she got in, he stabbed her. And while he saw that she had died, he quickly stabbed himself. Before neighbors could, get in, the woman had died, so they quickly rushed her to the mortuary and then took the man to the hospital. The police has waded into the matter. The police have taken him, they're taking care of him in the hospital. He's already stable, and they're saying they must charge him to court. They just want him to get better so that he can start the court process. And this is very scary for you too. And he's so young to be thinking of, I don't understand what is happening.
Desperation.
Okay. Let's move on to the Nigerian Tribune. ISOP behind our church massacre. INEC solicits NAF support, that's the Nigerian Air Force, to lift electoral materials and personnel. Angry youths in Lagos burn over 20 motorcycles and over pedestrian deaths. 2022 Hajj, first batch of Maiduguri pilgrims leaves for Saudi Arabia. Bandits kidnapped 80 villagers in Kaduna. Tinubu APC Northern Governors meet. Kaduna government confirms killing of 32 villagers. Alaafin Sto, Agunloye royal family submits list of 48 contenders to head of princes. Okay?
This was the angry youth. The angry youth story.
You have the story?
No, I have the story, but I wanted to take this Kaduna state government.
Right. Oh, right. Okay.
Okay, take that. Let me take the angry youth. Go ahead.
Okay, so the Kaduna state government has confirmed the killing of 32 villages in Kajuru local government area. I think a lot of us had heard that story, but there's a story that had been going around that alleged that the bandits had the help of a helicopter that came. And so the Kaduna state government, in this report, is trying to, explain to us exactly what happened. So they agree that the bandits came into these villages, and they had started with the villages of Dogon Noma, Ungwanserki, and Ungwamaikori in Kajuru local government area on Sunday, and that in the first village, they had killed a lot of people. They had come in on their bikes, shooting sporadically, and set the villages ablaze. And they had now moved to the next village. On their way there, news had gotten to the military that something was happening. And so they sent, so this is a Nigerian military now, sent the helicopter. that had actually viewed the houses where properties were burning. And because they had intercepted them, the bandits were not even able to carry out. They said they killed only one person in the second village they had gotten into, and burnt some properties. But it was the interception of our military that stopped that.
Them.
And the helicopter got there. Eventually, the ground soldiers also got there, and those people left. So they are saying that the story that has been going around, that they got help from a helicopter, that's not true, and that we should be careful the sort of stories that we heard.
People were quick to share negative things about
It's like sometimes like they want the country to just burn down. Like, so when it burns down, what do you know? You know what happens? That's what we can take on Front Page Review when we return. We're bringing our first guest of the day. But first, we're going to try to get a call from Olowo of Owo to know exactly what happened in Owo yesterday. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
At TVC Communications, we're all about our audience. Millions of viewers, listeners, and readers every day all around Nigeria.
Our 2 TV stations are among the most watched in Nigeria.
TVC News is our award-winning 24-hour national and international news channel headquartered here in Lagos, broadcasting live from our custom-built state-of-the-art news headquarters.
TVC, the top-rated family entertainment channel, is the place for fun, music, and information. With our breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria, the all-female chat show, Your View, the best soaps and dramas from Nolly, Bolly, and Hollywood, music and entertainment blast, courtesy Eastplash, and of course, award-winning news and current affairs. It is all here.
With news bureau and studios around the country and the ability to go live anywhere, anytime, we are first for breaking news in Nigeria. Awarded the NMMA TV Station of the Year, TVC News is the station of choice for news that is first, accurate, balanced, and reliable every time. TVC and TVC News watched by over 4.5 million people in Nigeria every day on terrestrial, DTH, DTT, OTT, and available to viewers in the UK on Sky TV. Watch all of our world-class programs on TV, online, and on our app. TVC and TVC News, the best entertainment and news for Nigeria on TV and online.
And when you can't watch us, listen to us. 102.3 Max FM Lagos and 90.9 Max FM Abuja are now ranked among the most listened to radio stations in Nigeria.
Now, with over 1.5 million listeners every day, we're the people's favorite radio station. Best hit music, best on-air talent. Max 102.3 hit music for Lagos and Max 90.9 hit music for Abuja. We are your home for that fun, entertainment, and hit music.
In Lagos, TVC, our leading family entertainment TV channel, has a 47% market share. But this is just the start of our journey, as we plan to add even more services to entertain and inform our ever-growing audience. Thanks for being part of the TVC communication story.
How we're doing, guys? Is the makeup in progress? Makeup
check.
Are the scripts on the prompter? Script
check.
Are we set in the VCR? All team in place? VCR
check. Clock is ticking, time is racing, lights on. Plans all set. 120 minutes of hot entertainment. We are ready for the mission.
Welcome back to our sponsored segment. So we have the MultiChoice Talent Factory. It's an Africa-wide multi-tiered training and experiential learning program by MultiChoice Africa. It is designed to provide the African creative industry with a platform to learn, develop talent, engage, and connect with each other through shared passions. Joining us on the show now is the Academy Director, West Africa MultiChoice Talent Factory, Atinuke Ngozi Babatunde. Welcome to the show.
Thank you
Good to have you on the show.
I'm excited to be here as well.
So this thing you're doing is like my passion because it's the creative industry that I've worked in so many years, and we're frustrated that we don't have expertise. We've had to learn on the job. There hasn't been a real academy to really help train Nigerians in the creative market, for the creative market. So when I see that MultiChoice have created this academy, it's exciting. We have to start as an expert in research, brand management, communication, content development, acquisition. How did you find this career path? How did you come to it? How did you start? And how did you find yourself here?
Okay, so I actually think my career journey has been bringing me to this point.
Right.
And I say so because, like you said, I have a background in branding, research, content acquisition, and all. And if you know, branding is about storytelling. It's about how to take a business and tell a story around that business and make it something viable.
Okay, I have to cut you off because I'm told that we can't hear you at home. So I'm going to quick break. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
By the riverside, love blossoms. And betrayal sails on. Two friends.
Pete is like a brother, and I promise you that nothing and no one can hurt him as long as I live.
Witness the story of three hearts entangled in a dangerous triangle.
You've heard from Lena Maria? I haven't talked to her since I dropped her off at her house yesterday.
Christian will be my best man.
I never trusted that guy.
For lies.
Hello.
I'm coming home soon.
Christian, what do we do?
Somebody is bound to get hurt, and it's going to be terrible.
Sinew, River of Passions.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked, and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Thanks for staying with us. We still have our guest with us, Atinuke Ngozi Babatunde. We'll ask the question concerning how you got here, and you're about to answer. Please go
Because
ahead.
I was saying my journey throughout my career, I believe, was bringing me to this very moment. I have a background in branding, research, content acquisition. And if you know, branding is about storytelling and using everything around your brand story to project the business. So I did that for a while, and then in my last role before this recent one, I was content acquisition. I was acquiring content. And in my role, I saw the challenges. You know, when we bring content, you see great, maybe it has a good story, but then the sound is bad, or the cinematography is bad, or the continuity is horrible, or somebody edited something and put the wrong sequence there. So I saw,
we see those things.
So I saw all those things, and when the appointment came for this particular role, because it's an academy, where what we're doing basically is training both the young creatives and the industry as a whole. It was just the right fit. Yeah.
Okay, so we understand, just as you've explained, what the Academy does, but what is your specific role in the multi-talent?
So my role, I'm the Academy Director in charge of West Africa. And what my main role is, we have 3 ways in which we do what we do in the talent factory. We have the students, we have the industry, and then we have a porter. My role as the Academy Director is to ensure that all those 3 hubs are working the way they should. And when I say working, we deliberately look for young creatives, talented creatives that have the potentials to be more than they are. You know, just like you said at the beginning, there's that uniform training. We don't have that, or we didn't have that process of really training these people. So you have people with talents just out there. People are doing skits, people are doing videos, people are doing... Now we're saying, okay, bring those talents, we'll look for those talents, and then we'll take you through a 12-month program where we bring the best, and I dare to say the best hands in the industry, not just in Africa, outside Africa, to train the students. Now, in terms of the industry master classes, anybody can be among. You can take part in the industry training. So it has nothing to do with the, it has nothing to do with the young people who are the ones we focus on in the Academy. Yes. And then we have a vibrant portal as well, where you can go register, meet other creatives across Africa. So my role is to coordinate all those different
You must love your job.
I love my job too, thank you.
So what is the key focus of MultiChoice Talent Factory, and what are some of the goals you have in short-term and long-term?
Okay, so our key focus is, like I said, the first thing is those young creatives out there that are looking for how to channel the creativity, the energy, the things. I know I have this talent, but I'm not able to have somebody guide me. I know I love script writing, but maybe I also love directing. I know there's a sound person in me, but maybe there's also a producer inside of me. Our role is to make sure we train these young ones. And when I say 12 months, it's 12 months critical, intense training. They have the classroom trainings, and then we throw them into productions to go into different productions and take part in those trainings. The other role is also not just the young ones. We know the industry is growing, and we believe that the creative industry has the potential to empower the socioeconomic, value of not just Nigeria, but Africa as a whole. And our storytellings, that's the reason why Africa is opening up. You're seeing people look for our stories because that is in our blood. Telling stories in the African DNA. So our role is also to equip the industry experts, people that have a certain degree of knowledge, but you want to take it higher. And so we partner with world-class companies, industries, academics, schools, universities, and all. And we train the industry experts as well. And we're not focused just on creatives. We also believe that there's a business side to it. Creatives can be very passionate. So we just want to be creative, and we forget about the business side of it. And we all know that money at the end of the day is what will empower the economy.
I'm concerned about some of the courses that will be taken, aside from the usual suspects, producers, writing, directors. There's some other roles that are not behind the scenes. I always tell this story, and I've told this story several times, where after building this fantastic, phenomenal set for Wake Up Nigeria in TVC at them, and we had this beautiful white background, I was so excited, I felt so proud of myself that, yes, we designed the best set in the world. And my CEO came the next day, Mariah, this is white walls. You can't do a set of white walls. And I'm like, what? This is beautiful. But it was clear that, the beauty is nice, but if you look at it technically, it can't work. It's going to keep burning the pictures, the cameras, the lights will burn it. So what other skills, aside from the obvious, are you going to be offering in this academy? So people who know that there are options, aside from the major director, script writing, producer roles.
So when you say, are you going to be offering, correct you, we're already offering them. So beyond the producers, directors, we have the behind-the-scene people. We have the audio guys. In fact, we're very big on sound, because sound, when I was doing acquisitions, sound is one of the major things we use. You get a movie and the sound keeps going up, down. You reduce your remote, then you increase it because you're following the way the sound is going. So sound is a big thing behind the scene. Editing. behind the scene. You
Oh,
don't get
this
to
is
see
so
them.
important.
Yes, the
the
guys that
consumer.
do the costumier, the people that do the behind the scene production. So we take them through all the things that have to do with TV and film production because we want them to be all around that. And at the end of the day, somebody comes in thinking I'm a script writer, and then they come out as an editor or a producer or a director because they've gone through. Yes, you've been able to find yourself through the mentorship and training that we give.
So recently, a few of your alumni have got awards at the recently concluded AMVCA. How did that make you feel?
Very excited. You know, and the reason why AMVCA is, if not the largest award in Africa, and to see the people that came in,
to the academy,
novice, they didn't really know what they were doing, not sure, being able to stand with industry experts and giants and be nominated as people that are eligible for awards, and some of them went ahead to win. It was really exciting, and we're so proud. And it just reconfirms that what we're doing actually works, and the impact is out there in the industry. Yeah.
So how can people be a part of this?
All right, that's a very good question, and it's a good thing I'm here at this time. Usually we have an entry period where we open up and we ask people to apply. We're right in the middle of that entry period right now. But it ends next week, so you can't sit on the fence. It ends on the 17th of June, which is next week. You go to our website, it's www.multichoicetalentfactory.com. Once you click on there, you see a button that says apply. And once you click on that apply, it takes you through the process. So anybody in West Africa, Southern Africa, we have 3 hubs. There's the West Africa we are in charge of, there's East Africa, and there's South Africa. The East Africa hub is in Kenya, then we have Zambia, and then Nigeria. Just go there, click, and don't miss out. We take only 20.
Really?
The kind of trainings that, and when I say 20, in every region. So West Africa is 20, because we put them in, you know, take care of their schooling. Yes, we give them a stipend. We give them data, laptops, so that they should, it is an opportunity. And you don't pay a dime. It's completely,
No, say that again.
No, I'm saying it again. You don't pay a dime. It's a shared, valued initiative.
So of course, that makes us question, what would be the criteria to be chosen?
So the criteria to be chosen for the academy, you have to be between the ages of 18 and 30, because it's young. For the master classes, there's no anybody. And also, the classes are free. The master classes are free. Yes, we don't charge. We recently had 2 master classes, one from, you know, in script writing and the other one in sound, and another free. So for the academy that is open now, you have to be between the ages of 18 and 30. You have to have finished your secondary school and have a certificate from
the secondary school.
Yes.
What if you are young at heart?
If you are young at heart.
I am 17.
If you are young at heart, the master class is good for you.
But so, I mean, people, when we hear this, they always think, there's got to be a catch. So after you graduate the 60 across Africa, 2020, are they going to be forced to work with MultiChoice for a while?
Absolutely no catch. There's no.
You just let them go like that.
Yes, because it's like it's
How
a
do you
way
make your
of
money?
giving back. It's a shared value initiative, so there's no
Yes,
catch. And in fact, most of them, when they go out, we don't just leave them, because we have an alumni system where we deliberately look out for the alumni.
Well done. I like that.
Job opportunities.
Yes, fantastic.
It's, I mean, it's
a good way to add value to the
yes, and
Well
I'm
done.
proud of doing that.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Listen,
Do you do exchange programs? Sorry.
Exchange programs like?
Between the hubs?
Yes, we do
cool.
exchange. In fact, when the best students usually go to New York Film Academy. Free of charge.
Please, I'm 17.
Free of charge.
You're too young.
If you do very well, you go there for an 8 weeks, not online, physical course.
Wow,
That we take care of.
I
And then
feel
we
so-
do exchange. The West African team, they go to South Africa, they come.
Amazing.
I feel so disadvantaged.
I mean, I think
But you have family, you have friends, you have nieces,
Yes, of
you
course,
have
of course, of
nephews,
course.
you have.
Sure.
So please just tell them.
I think it's a good thing
open
MultiChoice
now.
is doing.
Yeah,
I
and
think
it's ending next Right, the
Next Friday,
closing is
17th of June.
June.
Well, that 17th is now.
Let
INEC is closing
everybody-
17th. You are closing 17th. Next week, 17th of
Everybody should
June.
run along and apply.
Oh,
makes
well done. I'm really happy because, you know, listen, I've been in this industry for 15 years and we've been looking for these kinds of academies. And I'm happy, I didn't even know it was existing in the first place, but I heard about it, but I did not know it was going to continue. I just thought it was one of those one-off things. So I'm happy that it's continuous because lots of people need to be trained in the skills of this industry. And I'm so happy that in the next 10, 15 years, we're going to see more African leaders who are the Steven Spielbergs of this time. They're going to be the real producers of Africa. And I'm so happy about that. Thank you so much, madam. And good luck. And we can see you love your job. See you glowing. Oh, I can see that. Well done.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go on a break. When we come back, it's Celebrity Friday. We got some celebrity gist for you. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Because of you.
Thank you. Hi there.
Helen Paul.
You can price, Sha, but you're always saving on everything except for here. This is where you're throwing money down the drain.
How?
On this cleaning product.
Impossible.
You need the new Harpic toilet cleaner. With just 130 naira sachet of Harpic toilet cleaner, you save more. Harpic stick formula stays longer, so it cleans 10 times better.
Wow, Helen.
And it saves because it's only 30 naira, giving you a sparkling clean toilet and great savings too.
Come closer. A little bit more. Perfect. I have exciting news for you. You asked for it and you got it. Your favorite breakfast show, Your View, will be going to us. We're going to have in-depth analysis of the newspaper review just on the hot topics. The latest will be staring at an in-depth various topics. We'll have the opportunity and show. It's Your View, 11 a.m. precision.
How we doing, guys?
Check.
Are we set in the PCR? All team in place? PCR.
Check. Clock is ticking, time is racing, lights on. Plans all set. 120 minutes of hot entertainment. We are ready for the mission.
Does the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen materials molded out of doubt and fear, in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known, for when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century, speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Thanks for staying with us. So we love talking about what's happening in celebrity kingdom on Fridays. So one of our celebrities, the estranged husband of singer and songwriter Tiwa Savage, T-Bills, was advising men to make their women their side chicks. According to him, when men make their women their side chick, they will realize how costly outside side chicks are for the souls. Now, this is one of those chewing gum topics that we take on Fridays, but, but it's just to hear your thoughts on it because, listen, as trivial, as silly as it sounds, you know, this might be a fantastic advice to some people, especially women who feel that that their husbands have not been faithful, or they could have what the husband's doing outside, he could have done it better to them as wives. So it still was advising men, make your woman excited. How does that help a marriage? So let me since you've not spoken at all. That's true.
Okay, so for me, I think that we must always find things to spice up our marriages because routine gets boring. There's nothing exciting when it's just over and over again. Right. So his advice might be valid for those who feel like to spice up the situation, change the way you see your partner. You know, if you see her as a side chick, if you're prone towards side chickism, if you are prone towards side chickism, the side chicks comes in different shapes and sizes, Mariah, different sizes. You'll be shocked. I heard my bew is a word, actually. I didn't know bew, like you heavy.
Oh, really?
Yes. I heard it though, that some men like it's bew. So some like it's skinny. So you might, whatever it is, variety, you know. So if you've already found yourself like you have side chickism as in your DNA and you want to still keep it within marriage, then you guys can role play and say that today it's a side chick, you're going to behave like a side chick, like you don't know me, so I'm going to call you up and we'll fake everything all through, and it's just about creating... My imagination is very, very active.
What are you doing? Can I just ask you a personal question? So, do you do role plays?
No, I don't.
Why? What would you do role plays?
I don't do role plays because, but I'm a very, 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 very imaginative funky person at home, and I spice up. But some women don't know how to.
You don't answer my critical question.
Do you role play?
What if you don't look like... See, a side chick, there's a picture. So don't give me this Beowulf story. There is a side chick profile. Yeah. We know what a side chick, and we all know what a side chick looks like. No, usually. Yeah, there's some one that, yeah, but we're talking about the prevalent side chick profile.
Okay.
If you, Mrs., don't look like a side chick, can your wild husband make you a side chick?
I disagree with you. There's no profile. Yes,
there's no
profile. So, what you see, the people you see are the celebrity side chicks.
Okay.
So because they are in the public face, they have this, they have to maintain a certain...
The area side chick.
The area side chicks. You know, there's the Yamala side chick. They're shocked.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
The drivers
at every level, drivers have side chicks. Yes. And you'll be shocked. At every level, everybody has a side chick that is peculiar to them. But I think...
My driver is a Christian.
Are you savvy? So I don't think it's a trivial, I don't think it's an insignificant comment. I think it's very valid in the sense that I hear a lot of men, they want to marry, but they want to marry somebody that they will keep as a yale at home. They just position that person in the house, tie the wrapper, just cover yourself, don't do, I don't like makeup, I don't like nails, I don't like artificial hair, just do your natural didi. You know, weave it, shuku at the back.
Mommy.
Look like mommy. And then they go outside and the picture that you see outside is totally different from the woman. Now the fear is, if I allow my woman show her beauty, other men will see her. So they try to cover that woman's beauty, but then they go outside and they follow those ones that have, the big bum, the long nails, the long eyelash and everything. So what TVC is trying to say in essence is, since that is what you really like, since that's what, you know, makes you, let me not use the word that came to my head now, tickles your fancy, why don't you make your wife to be that, so that you retain your fancy in the home? Because the truth is, it's actually very expensive to maintain girls outside. Things are changing. This hair, you want to buy it for somebody, you don't know how much. And when I was getting married, there was something I used to say with my husband. I always tell him, I will be your girlfriend for life. Whatever it is that you need your girlfriend to do for you, anyhow you like it, I will deliver. And it was deliberate. And I try as much as possible to maintain that so that the attention he would have been giving to people, peradventure, he's that type of guy, let him put it here. I will do whatever I can do. So, because I know that, imagine if what he spends on me, he has like 2 other or 3 people that he's spending on outside.
He'll be broke.
My darling, we will not be able to eat well.
But so do I, as a woman who is that woman, that woman who they've made look like a mama, should she pay for a man's insecurities? Because the man, because he's insecure, he's not confident enough for his wife to go out to blossom. So now she has to pay for that because she's a Nigerian woman and she has to keep her marriage. So she's being made to pay for that.
To understand this entire
She's trying, so she's me having to pay for that because now he has to explore. So who emancipates this person? Who helps her to be? Who makes her a child? Does she get a side man to make her a side that will become her own side chick?
I think you're asking the wrong person the question. I think you should be asking the men this question. You cannot ask the woman because the man is the one that's looking for the side chick. The one is the one that understands who is a woman does not. She's not a side chick. He's the one that knows who a side chick is, what the side chick what the side chick's expenses are. So he's the one that will come and tell her how to be a side chick, treat her like the side chick that he wants. You see, when I hear all these things that people just say, someone said recently that somebody will be living their lives and then make a post about their own lives on social media, and then we now all of us carry it on our head and be running with it because we don't really know the things that are going on in their homes. But since we're talking about it, one of the things I hear people that have affairs or side chicks is that they get peace on the outside. So you are not coming back to a wife who is talking about the bills. NEPA bill hasn't been paid, school fees hasn't been done, we haven't bought, toilet is not flushing. So you go to that other person who is not part of the day-to-day running of your home to get peace. How are you going to do that with your wife? How are you going to now make her the person that is not asking those questions? Do you now then pick a day or a month and say, Madam, don't say anything concerning this house. No matter what is going on, don't say anything, and then you now be side chick. Would the woman be able to conform to that if things are not going on well? If side chick is only about the long hair, the nails, I mean, women are doing that on a daily basis for themselves. Then we also hear the conversation of men saying, it's just that men have taste. It's not that we don't love our wives, but you cannot eat rice every day. You now eat beans. So how do you change rice to beans? If you are saying she should now be the side chick, are you now saying that it's not that you have various tastes, it's just that, you know, you're greedy?
Spice up the taste that you have.
So for me, I just feel, in this case, I think, okay. I think if your man loves you, he loves you. You know, that's it.
So what I see here is being deliberate about maintaining or stoking the fire in your relationship. Intimacy fades if you don't it's like this one is always planting tree. If you go to her house now, it's like a garden. She constantly, putting the fertilizers, watering it constantly. I have flowers in my house. I had to get somebody to do it because I can't do it. I don't even remember, but anytime I go to her house and I see the way the plants are blossoming, it's the hard work she has put in. So I would not expect mine to blossom like that if I'm not doing what she's doing. So the idea of this is, at both ends, you would try to spice it up by yourself to your capacity. Hold on. There's something that I do regularly, and I know it may sound very funny, but I've just realized...
It's PG.
What's PG?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So we take out time to do things for each other, like bathing each other.
Okay.
Yes.
Not PG.
I told you. Do you know if my children are bathing? I just like bathing each other.
Please let me pause. Let us digest our first. Tell me something, are you there? Good morning, Temitope, are you there?
Yes, first time caller.
Welcome.
So thank you very much. On the topic we're discussing, I don't see any ambiguity in what the man is saying. He's just simply saying, if rather than you looking also like as a man, the woman that has big hands, big breast and the rest like that, why not just focus that same ideology or that same picture to your wife as a side chick? So it's just a matter of saying, oh, for example, like myself, whenever I see a woman or probably put me in a particular attire or something beautiful out there, what I do is, rather than me fantasy on that particular stuff, I try to buy that particular outfit. Oh, I like this stuff on this woman, and I buy it for my wife. So it's similar by going through that route than now going out there admiring a different woman or a different body entirely. So I think the
all right, thank
content or the statement.
May I conclude? Yeah, let me just quickly finish up what I'm saying. So it's about being deliberate and maintaining, keep adding firewood to that fire. And I know that it's not very easy, especially when you're raising kids, you have bills to pay, you have things that are coming up constantly, but you need to ask yourself, what do you want? If you relax and feel the bills are, strangling me, and I beg, it's not this one I'm thinking of, by the time you want to now come back to that intimacy, you've lost a lot of ground. So it's about planning and balance. You are deliberate. You say, okay, we want this to work. Even if we are going through stress, even if it's once a month, let's have time for each other. Let's do things that we enjoy. There was a friend of mine that I had at the time. He said when the husband was cutting her, was constantly taking her to the beach. She loves the water. She will go there, they will have fun. Immediately he finished, they got married. He said, I've not gone to the beach since now. Let me pack up, let's go. He said, no, I don't like water. I'm telling you. Till today, she's still of course, she's a Nigerian woman. She has to be married, but I don't see that glitter. Joy. I don't see that joy. She's just, I have to raise my kids. We're focusing on school fees.
That is taking me somewhere, and I want us to dwell on this. Let's leave the trivial conversation to the serious conversation, which is the fact that there are lots of our men and even women that are religious, where you get to a certain part in your life where you want to settle down, and you're looking for a responsible woman. You go to church. There's this. Who you want is this side chick, blonde hair looking, this person your fantasy. But because you want a good woman, in quotes, settled, nice, responsible person, you go to the church and get married this pretty lady. And the mommy is happy, daddy is happy, family is happy, everybody's like, well, you find a fantasy, good girl. And we did the marriage. But this is your fantasy, the entire life.
Are you happy?
But you're happy with her because she's a good girl.
Okay.
You're happy, you're content. She doesn't give you frustration.
Okay.
But you now have the children. You now have the family, the bills pile up, and then frustration comes in, challenges of life normally come in.
Regular.
And then
this is not spicing it up.
It's not spicing it up. So no matter how this auntie Sister Mary does, Sister Mary is just Sister Mary. And that's what Sister Mary is. But that's where you now start looking for this profile, because now you're empowered. You now have some money, you have some cash. You can buy some wig, you can do some money. And you're like, you now come here. So how do we fix that problem?
Now,
I like the question.
The way you have put it, I can now understand where he was coming from. So there are two things. So if you marry blondie excitement, let's not even say that there's cash problem. You just decide you can, and then you marry the one that gives you the excitement. And hopefully it works out. But the truth is that, as we all know, with all marriages, there's a period of challenges. And even with blondie, a person who is prone to side chickism would be wishing for a side chick that is opposite of blondie and excitement. Like, oh, I wish I had that responsible girl that we can go for church meetings together. I wish I had that, that
so
quiet.
So this will solve the problem.
It does not solve the problem. It's the man. We have to talk to the person on the inside that has to now decide if he ends up marrying Sister Mary. Okay, Sister Mary, and I love that we're peaceful and everything, but you know what I like? I like it when you... I like it when you do this. I like it when you wear this, and then you can't. No, she won't do that because now you have.
Rights of marriage.
Let me take this call.
Yeah. So okay.
I want to take this call. I'll come back to you. Good morning. It's been holding for a while. Good morning. Are you there?
Not really.
Hello. I'm sorry for keeping you. Hello. I think I lost that call. Go ahead, Mary.
Yeah. So what would happen is, there's something that happens when you are in a marriage and you begin to trust someone. Then you trust them with your vulnerabilities and allow yourself to be free with them. When you start dating some people, the first few months, even into marriage, the first few years, there are some things you do. But by the 5th, 10th year, you are like a different person. Like, who is this person? Yeah. So it will happen gradually. Mary will become, Hot Mary. So it's just... The idea of side chickism is not about what the woman wears or what the woman says or how the personality. It's about the man that decides, okay, what can I do in my own home to spice it up? And for him too, there are things he needs to do for her so that
To
it
spice him up.
to spice it up
Yeah.
for her.
Yes.
Does he need to go to the gym? Does he need to stop smoking so that that bad breath doesn't keep disturbing her?
Let me flip, because some of them are, some of the men are so, I'll come to you, some of them are so, the men are like the men of God, pastors, and you know, and this girl wants a responsible man too.
Yeah, the most dangerous.
And she was going to marry a pastor, a minister-looking guy. And she's there, she likes to do some
Minister-looking guy.
It happens both ways.
Okay, so for me, that is where commitment comes in, because you would always see your speck outside.
Yeah,
It is impossible. True. You are human. You would always see your speck outside. You would always see the one that you wished could have been outside. So it's about
That's another angle.
And saying, I am committed to the one at home, which is why I love what the caller said. He said, if I see something on you and I like it and I feel like, this person looking fine and my eye is following you, I'll simply find out what it costs to buy for my wife and tell my wife to wear it.
And when you cannot, and when you can't take it to your wife, you accept what you have.
Accept what you have, because it's commitment. I remember as a makeup artist, many people would say, let me do a photo shoot for my wife, or do this one, make her look like this. Some cases, people would see one outfit on me and say, okay, I like this outfit on TMO, let me buy what I want to buy for my wife as well. And I think that is, it's a show of love.
There's something you said that was very important. I'm going to come to that, but let me take this call first. Ola's been holding up. Good morning, Ola, are you there? Hello, good morning, Ola, are you there? Okay, you said something, you know, the fact that I think
there would always be
somebody. The reason why I want to take that, because on both sides, even the woman might find somebody. So a woman finds somebody. You marry the person again because you want to settle down, you want to have your children. You know, you're hitting 40 or you're hitting 38, and you feel like time is going on. This guy is available. So you just enter the marriage, you satisfy, and you're okay, you're comfortable. But then 2, 3, 5 years down the line, you meet the one. You meet that your heart is just pumping and beating and everything. What do? You
start speaking in tongues.
Let us discuss that after the break. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right.
At TVC Communications, we're all about our audience. Millions of viewers, listeners, and readers every day all around Nigeria.
Our 2 TV stations are among the most watched in Nigeria.
TVC News is our award-winning 24-hour national and international news channel headquartered here in Lagos, broadcasting live from our custom-built state-of-the-art news headquarters.
TVC, the top-rated family entertainment channel, is the place for fun, music, and information. With our breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria, the all-female chat show, Your View, the best soaps and dramas from Nolly, Bolly, and Hollywood, music and entertainment blast, courtesy E-Splash, and of course, award-winning news and current affairs. It is all here.
With news bureau and studios around the country and the ability to go live anywhere, anytime, we are first for breaking news in Nigeria. Awarded the NMMA TV Station of the Year, TVC News is the station of choice for news that is first, accurate, balanced, and reliable every time. TVC and TVC News watched by over 4.5 million people in Nigeria every day on terrestrial, DTH, DTT, OTT, and available to viewers in the UK on Sky TV. Watch all of our world-class programs on TV, online, and on our app. TVC and TVC News, the best entertainment and news for Nigeria on TV and online.
And when you can't watch us, listen to us. 102.3 Max FM Lagos and 90.9 Max FM Abuja are now ranked among the most listened to radio stations in Nigeria.
Now, with over 1.5 million listeners every day, we're the people's favorite radio station. Best hit music, best on-air talent. Max 102.3 hit music for Lagos and Max 90.9 hit music for Abuja. We are your home for that fun, entertainment, and hit music.
In Lagos, TVC, our leading family entertainment TV channel, has a 47% market share. But this is just the start of our journey as we plan to add even more services to entertain and inform our ever-growing audience. Thanks for being part of the TVC Communications story.
How we're doing, guys? Is the makeup in progress? Makeup?
Check.
Are the scripts on the prompter? Script?
Check.
Are we set in the VCR? All team in place? VCR?
Check. Clock is ticking, time is racing, lights are. Plans all set. 120 minutes of hot entertainment. We are ready for the mission.
How we're doing, guys? Is the makeup in progress? Makeup?
Check.
Are the scripts on the prompter? Script?
Check.
Are we set in the VCR? All team in place? VCR?
Check. Clock is ticking, time is racing, lights are. Plans all set. 120 minutes of hot entertainment. We are ready for the mission.
Tough stains like grime, limescale, and eating underneath our germs. Introducing new Apic bathroom cleaner. Dilute it in water to clean the floor. And for tough stains, use directly on surface to give you 10 times better cleaning versus detergents and kills germs as well.
Wow!
So blue
For my toilet.
and red
For my bathroom to be good as new.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked, and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Oh, wow. My typical day is filled with meetings, consultations, and of course, traffic. And that's all part of the hustle and bustle of city life. But the real fun starts when I can just settle down and catch up with all my favorite programs on TVC. Believe me, it's pure entertainment.
Thanks for staying with us. So we're discussing this issue of, well, it's not totally side chickism, but the other part of the women. So women, as I said before the break, that a woman who settles because, listen, she feels that my biological clock is ticking, I just need to get married and have my kids, and does that. But when she does that and she's okay, family fine, the husband is responsible, the kids are fine, and then she meets Mr. Right, like the person our hearts totally connects with. The person that is kind, is sweet, is soft. He's maybe a colleague at work that constantly checks on you. You know, when you're down, he's there to hug you. All the love language that your guy in the house has refused to do. He just gets it. Right. Your body moves, your brain moves.
The devil is a liar. That's what they say.
What do you do?
Flee all appearances of evil.
How is that evil? Because an adult woman will say, I'm finally meet the person.
You're married. You're married. You can't see anybody again. It's too late. Flee every appearance. Once your body starts to be doing once your heart starts beating, once you are looking again and again, flee. Flee because there would always be a speck. I'm telling you, you would always find someone that, for me, it's intellectual. I love intelligence. You just start speaking my language, tell me the numbers, giving me new words. I'm Googling the number, I'm Googling your English, I'm Googling your technical terms. I'm like, man, this guy has brain. You're advising me on my business, you have business sense. You are already scoring a major point for me. So if I'm connecting with someone intellectually and we're talking a lot like that, I would deliberately pull back from the person because I know my job is to flee. It's not to become a strong James Bond faithful girl because in this life, nobody only pass.
Let me take this call from Nasara that comes to UBC. Good morning, are you there? Hello, good morning. Listen, go ahead.
I said, wait till you know one chop, when you know smell them. Don't bring it close to you. So if you see that bloke, like me, when I see some blokes, I know our industry now.
Yes,
you go on set,
all sorts of.
and you see some blokes.
Don't say smiling. When you say don't smile.
Okay,
Don't
not
smile.
that
Say
should
with
be serious.
serious face,
So that's when I remember that.
Yeah, not to say, don't think.
Sister BC, you are a deaconess. And then I start speaking in tongues.
Hey.
You know, you just have to find that thing that reminds you of who you are. At every point in time, because you will meet them. And you know, when I have conversations with men and they always feel like we are the ones that we are moved by what we see, I laugh. Because we women too are moved by what we see. And we see more. We see, we can take in the details in a minute. You will not even suspect. The next person will not even suspect I've taken in this person's details. No. To the end. So it's just remembering who you are and falling back on that thing that reminds you that I'm already committed to somebody. And that's why I always say try as much as possible. But I know for women who their ages have gone high, they just likely settle. But I say try as much as possible to settle for that person who has a bit, for instance, of those things that make your heart go jiggy jiggy. Don't just settle because time has passed. Okay, he's okay, he has money, security, he can take care of me and all that. And you don't have a physical attraction with your husband. It's very difficult. So there are some people I see, I'm like, whoa. And I just chat Mr. Ugo, baby, where are you? I'm waiting for you. Come home, you know, and all that. Because he checks my boxes and there's a physical attraction. Yeah, so when he comes and I see him and he's in, I forget.
The woman who finds somebody outside her marriage attractive and is trying really hard, struggling not to cheat. She's then weighing options that, okay, this person has a pot belly, all he has is the house, he doesn't greet me on my birthdays, he's just a provider, as a father figure, he doesn't really do those things. So are you saying, and we're trying to understand where women are coming from, that flee from this, even though this is what is tickling you, and stay with the pot-bellied guy that is just there, that doesn't tick. So are you going to be like this for the rest of your life? I'm thinking that you're 50, your 40s, 30, or your 50s, you feel like, I want some joy. I want some happiness. Do I just leave or just stay?
No, you don't. You stay.
You stay.
That's where your commitment is. Probably you have children together. You have memories together. The truth is that whatever it is you're going through, this one, you go into a new relationship, you will go through those experiences as well. But this is why we always talk about communication. We'll communicate as long as we're honest with each other. You should be able to say to your partner how you're feeling in this present time, what the challenges are right now. I'm not feeling this way anymore. And they understand. Because that's why I always talk about kind people. People who, you know, are open-minded. They understand that it's come from a place of love. This is what I'm struggling with right now and us. What do we need to do? Should we go out more? Okay, should we start working out more together? Should we do things that are fun for you together? I'm willing to take out, a man that loves you is willing to take out some time to work on that part of the relationship that you see. And sometimes just the effort that a person is putting in. Yes, the person does not all of a sudden become a 20-year-old but you can see that whatever it is that is doing comes from a place of love. And for you, I mean, for any normal, rational, mature woman, that would speak so much volumes over the physical.
Let me take this call from Ade, then we'll close this topic. Ade, are you there from London?
Yeah, good morning.
You're live. Go ahead, please.
All right. I want to thank BC for our demonstration. All the women watching this TV should copy BC because with the way she told us how she do at home, there's no way her husband will look outside. Now, come to the side chick. Side chick is an industry. They have come to stay. As an housewife, you can't compete with side chick because they do it full time. You as a housewife, you think about your children, your husband, your in-law. So many things occupy your heart. But the side chick have nothing to think about than their target. You know, how to get their target outside. That is the job of the side chick. It's a full-time work. So, but you at home, do what this is, ask your man, what do you want? How do I show you my love? Maybe your husband like a particular music. And by the time it's coming home, play that music. You're dancing for him. There's no way man will like it. And finally, the way they appreciate you outside makes your man love you the more. That's the secret of men. When you see people are appreciating his wife, that they are lacking his wife outside, he will appreciate you the more because he will be thinking that, am I not seeing what people are seeing outside? Some people are seeing good things in my wife, which I'm not seeing. Can I just look properly and see? So that's the way man operates. God bless.
Thank you so much, Adi. I think we can wrap up on that.
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to add something small.
I think that is also important. Yesterday, I was telling my staff, I said, I've been working so hard. I'm trying as a mother, but I'm not being a wife. Every night I'm so tired. So I closed from office early, went home to sleep, then woke up in time for when he comes back
home.
so that he doesn't meet the tired, worn-out Tokwe. I think that sometimes we need to do that. I'm both doing it for each other so that we are not, every time they're seeing you at your worst elements of the day.
Yeah.
We should deliberately put in a little effort to be a wife as opposed to being a woman and being a mother.
A little addition. So I know that women like to be super women. They want to do everything. They want to be seen as she can multitask. It doesn't help you to multitask that much. If you have the capacities to outsource some of the things you do so that you can have time, not just for him, but for yourself to refresh. You're looking fresh. You're looking good. You don't have to be the one to fetch water clean. When you can actually pay other people to do that so that you focus on what's most important, your children, your husband, and give them that attention. It will go a long way.
Okay, thank you. We're going to wrap up on that. Thank you very much, ladies. Let's go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll move on to other topics. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Wake up the champion in your child. Give them energy to go further. Milo Active Go and the natural goodness of malt, milk, and cocoa helps wake up the champion in your child.
Milo! They act like Leila's mom.
What if she's bringing supreme ice cream?
Hey girls, I got ice cream. She's coming. Hey girls, I got ice cream.
Supreme ice cream now comes in a new exciting look with new label design, logo, and now comes in a white tub with all the joy in every scoop. Supreme, rich and creamy ice cream.
You too? Oh.
Why?
Daddy is coughing, Gina is coughing, so I just ran for cover.
Uniplex cough syrup contains ammonium chloride, diphenhydramine hydrochloride, sodium citrate, and menthol crystals to give you relief from sore throat, cold, and just a cough.
Daddy, are we safe now?
Yeah. Uniplex cough syrup. Cage the cough, free your voice.
Helen Paul. Don't be surprised. I'm a new twin. I know you've heard of Epic Toilet Cleaner.
Of course.
And for the rest of your bathroom,
I use detergent and bleach to clean.
Madam, detergent and bleach does not give you better cleaning. In the bathroom, you find tough stains like grime, limescale, and hidden underneath are germs. Introducing new Epic Bathroom Cleaner. Dilute it in water to clean the floor. And for tough stains, use directly on surface to give you 10 times better cleaning versus detergent and kills germs as well.
Wow!
So blue
for my toilet
and red
for my bathroom to be good as new.
I find the strength I need every time that I look into your eyes. I know they worry, 'cause I know, say you did by my side. No matter what I do, you love me unconditionally. You show up for me every day. No matter when I show you, you show me love. You show. No matter when I show you, you show me love. You show. No matter when I show you, you show me love.
Are you aware that your perfect family may be under threat by germs? Germs can cause infectious disease. These infectious diseases are amongst the biggest killers of adults and children. Illness-causing germs are everywhere. In unclean bathing water, on your clothes, dirty surfaces, on cuts and wounds. To protect your family from germs, use the power of Dettol's 1 capful. In your bathing water, for your laundry, for surface cleaning, for first aid, and to protect your family from up to 100 illness-causing germs. Be Dettol Sure.
Thanks for staying with us. Before we move on to other topics, it's important that we speak with the Olowo of Owo, His Royal Majesty Oba Ajibade Gbadegesin Ogunoye III. Welcome to the show, sir.
Morning.
Thank you for joining us. So, all over social media, the reports we got yesterday were that the terrorists who attacked the church in Owo last week had been apprehended, and the youths within your community came to the palace demanding the release to them. First, I'd like you to confirm the reports. Have they indeed apprehended the men or the terrorists who attacked the church in Owo last weekend?
Well, the information I have is that yesterday I was told that the youths were coming into the palace, and somebody equally informed me that some people were arrested in the bush, in our forest reserve, by the security agencies. As a result of that, I think the youth equally heard about it, and they were trooping into the palace. So my people tried in their efforts to engage them so that they won't be unruly. But I was later informed that maybe there was the need for me to talk to our people. So I had to go out and I informed them that I was equally that they should take it easy. That the information I heard was that they've been taken to Akure maybe for further interrogation. But you know, youths being what they are, they were demanding for those arrested to be brought to the palace, that they wanted to see them. So I was able, you know, to talk to them, to manage them, to advise them that they should take it easy, that they may still be brought back to Owo. They will still be brought back to Owo. I mean, the suspects that were arrested. that they should allow the security agencies to do their work. Largely, I spoke in our dialect. What I said was that as the people heard, that so was I equally informed that suspects had been arrested. The people were so agitated. They said we wanted to see them. So as a result of that, I was able to manage the situation, and thereafter, after the engagement, they all dispersed and left the palace. In summary, some people were arrested according to information, but I think I later one of the security officials later informed me that confirmed that people were arrested, but they can't really be sure whether they were the one responsible for the heinous attack. It now behoves on the security agencies to go in their further investigation, either to confirm that those whom they were arrested were the one responsible or not.
All right. Okay, Kabiyesi, I just, even before you said it, the question I wanted to ask is, just in response directly to what is going around on social media and to manage the news to make sure that false stories are not peddled, if you could answer this, did they come back to the scene of the attack? Because that's one of the stories going around, that these attackers came back to the scene of the massacre, and that was where they were found. Could you confirm if that is true or false?
That's not true. That's not true. Those people that were arrested in our forest reserves. I informed the public that we have various cells by foreigners that have established cells in our forest reserves, in which they've been engaging our people, the farmers, which have led to deaths and maiming of some people. So maybe possibly the investigation will reveal the actual maybe those who were arrested, whether they were the one responsible for the attack at the Catholic Church or not, or whether it's in respect to other crime in any way.
Okay, Kabiyesi, the government this morning said in the papers that they found imprints of ISWAP at the scene of the incident, and I don't know the sort of conversations they are having. Are they having conversations with you and the locals on what next to do yet?
Nothing yet. Maybe the government, maybe based on their investigation, that was why they came to that conclusion. If we are to relate what happened at the Catholic Church in Olowo with what had been happening, especially in the north, they are somehow related in terms of the ways of attack, the victims, the prints that one could easily see. Those who invaded the Catholic Church now came there purposely to kill people, to kill people and nothing more. Nobody was kidnapped and nothing more. So somehow, I wouldn't say government is wrong, maybe as a result of the investigation or whatever. Maybe at times comes by, then we'll be able to make genuine and appropriate conclusions.
All right, okay.
Okay, sir, I wanted to ask you about the lies that are spreading online. What do you think can be done to curtail the spread of lies? You have the huge responsibility of being the custodian of culture within your community, which has been attacked, but we're seeing forwarded messages on WhatsApp. How are you ensuring that there's enough information within your community to avoid people listening to forwarded lies and then aggravating or inciting the people of Olowo and ensuring there's calm within Olowo?
Well, this is the age of social media, ICT, where anybody can just say anything or forward anything to the world for viewing or for hearing. the fact remains that it behoves on the individual concerned, either as a traditional ruler, as government official, as governor, or the president, or the officials, to always engage people appropriately, intermittently, so that people get informed. You know, when people are not informed appropriately or through appropriate channels, like formal communication outlets, like the TVC, people will begin to make conjectures and conclusions. So to avoid that, it behoves on everybody, those who have genuine information, to come out. That was the more reason why I had to go out to meet my people, particularly you yesterday evening, to talk to them and to manage the situation so that there won't be any untoward occurrence thereafter. So I think it behoves on everybody now to do whatever in information management when it's
You had quite a bit of youths that came out to the palace. I mean, when I saw the numbers, it was quite. I was a bit dumbfounded to see the fact that this amount of people were really angry. So young people are irritated, obviously, they are angry. They want justice. They want to see that indeed, if these perpetrators are the ones who attacked the church, they want to see justice. And how do you therefore guarantee, if indeed they are the people, what can we do now that they've been taken to Accra? How do you monitor the process and ensure that justice is served as the Oba of that community?
Well, what happened yesterday can't be taken in isolation. You know, over time, Nigeria as a nation have been experiencing various attacks, and maybe government has been unable to identify or to bring out perpetrators and prosecute them accordingly. You know, the people have the trust of the people in relation to government is somehow, I believe, it's not really well set out. In a situation where people begin to doubt government and government's positions, that's may not necessarily go well for a particular nation. So it behoves government to now begin to be serious with issues like this. The issue of security, I believe, is germane to our existence, it's germane to orderliness. That is the more reason why the crafters of our constitution have identified security as the primary purpose of government, as enshrined in our constitution. That the protection of lives and property is key. If government is able to achieve that alone, then Nigerians will be ready to live life, to have means of sustenance by themselves. Nigerians are so hardworking. They're hardworking and they are ready to live.
All right, sir.
So if there is peace, there will be other developments thereafter.
Thank you so much, Kabiyesi. Thank you very much for joining us. Wanted to get an update directly from you because the pictures going around social media was quite confusing. But thank you for joining us this morning. Now, going back to the topic we were discussing about earlier, because we have some comments, we didn't take calls, enough calls on social media. Let's take a few comments on this. So we're talking about how to, both sides, how to spice up and all that. Let's go back to
So Jessica says, I'm not yet married, but I know communication is key. Some women get carried away with activities of the home when they are married that they forget what's important, them and their spouse. As the man, openly tell your wife even before you marry. And then Festus Akimboyewa says, every romantic relationship needs regular quality investment. If you invest in your romantic relationship regularly, the man will not think about side chicks. The fact that you're a wife doesn't mean you should not make yourself attractive to your husband.
Let me respond to that person.
Yes,
You see,
please.
it's easier said than done. Because these things are really nice textbook. When you see, you are glowing, thank God. But thank God there's money. You have, you have some cash. You can glow. But when things are, you're struggling. Rent is not forthcoming.
Yeah.
You don't know how to pay your children's school fees. You are still trying to put 2 and 2 together.
You're working
working back
3
to
jobs.
back. You come back late. The nanny is asking for money. Washman is asking for money. Electrician is asking for money. Bills are piling up. Husband is hustling. Listen, I ain't gonna be a side chick. I gotta be a mother. I have to be a wife.
have to be responsible.
responsible to the family.
Responsibilities.
It's not a time. Sometimes. Which
Because
kind of
when that
sometimes?
time comes, you will do it.
Yes,
but
when you-
now at the time...
When you have some extra cash, we can travel to Barbados for lunch and come to Japan for
You
dinner.
cannot postpone when you will leave. You cannot postpone when you will leave. You cannot postpone when you will have fun. That's the truth. I also felt that way, but I've just realized over time, I don't be old, you know, like I'm telling myself, like I'm already getting old. And you cannot start thinking that it is there will be one date when all these things would, all the bills would go. So it's about planning. Everything might not, like, we might be drinking Gary, but we'll not tell ourselves that this Gary we're going to drink today, we're going to take away discussions about all the problems, because the problems will be there tomorrow, but today let's just be us. And it might be very tough in this society we are living in, because even this morning, the conversation my husband was having with his mom, where Bernard saying, we transferred money just last week. He's saying you finished spending all that money. What is going on? What were you people cooking? He said you went to the market 1 week. You know, I could hear that panic in his voice, and I could understand, like, okay, what did you buy?
Exactly.
What did you buy? What did you buy? So it is
in all that, you know that thing on side chick, blonde hair, long hair, looking nails.
One of the joys of marriage is the other room. This intimacy helps you to relieve everything.
Every stress.
And it is important for you to engage in it. Even when you think problems will finish, you will engage in it.
We understand that. What we're saying is that when you know that this is the situation at hand and there's the reason why a woman is not taking the time out for the luxuries, if you are part of that family, you're part of you would know the reason why. Look at my mom. She's in her 60s now. And all she cares about, she's doing her eyebrows, she's buying wigs, you know, she's constantly sending me pictures of laces and bags. Well, which one should I pick, this color or this color? There was a time, Mariah, my mom for many years, I grew up with my mom constantly working night jobs. She had to take care of us, constantly paying fees. The money she had, whatever little money she had was to go towards our fees. There were many times growing up, I would see the way other people's mothers would dress. My mom dared not dress like that, or else it would mean no school for us. So to now ask that woman in that period, why are you not wearing hair? Why are you not, you know, it's not exactly. I'm just telling you, that's just what she was going through at the time. But meet my mother today. She has nothing else but making herself look beautiful, feel beautiful. And, you know,
so I know that we all know this fact, but let me state it again. Anybody who wants to cheat will cheat, irrespective of what you do, no matter how long your hair is. A cheater is a cheater, and it has nothing to do with the partner. It's about the person. So when we have that sorted, now when it comes to the time of stress and labor and everything, if two of you are really committed to each other and you're not looking outside, you would understand that there's a process. You're going through something. There was a time I couldn't have that hangout. There was a time in my early days where there was no money to do all those largesse, and we understood each other, and we find a way to go to a local bar. You know, sometime on Fridays, and buy catfish, and buy suya, and sit down and gist and laugh and remember how we started. So it's in the little things. You don't have to wait till you have sorted all the bills. You can never sort all the bills. But because you are paying attention to each other, you can find that time to get that joy and live in the present moment, because troubles will always be troubles.
And that's what is important when you say it's in the little things.
Yes,
because when the person,
helping each other out.
Well, when the person is deciding that this is what we're going through, but you see that talking marking was head as the hair I want you to.
No, that's
from where it happens.
That's unrealistic.
It happens.
That's unrealistic.
Those are the things.
That's unrealistic.
You see, you've had 3 kids, but you see that girl's body. That's the one I want you to have. But we can barely put food on our table.
That's unrealistic. Let me throw spade in that a bit. So that happens when you have a man, a woman who fell in love, struggling.
Is that not what
that's the situation. There's a situation of I married
I
you
never
because
liked you in the
we,
first
we,
place.
yes, we married based on where it was
Let's just
necessary.
settle.
You are for 55, me I'm 45. We are just trying to.
That's another category.
That's another category.
There's a category of
so you
the
are
person I
there
love is not
because
ready.
we
You
have
are
agreed
ready.
to stay together.
Yes,
So
okay,
that's
so
that kind of person.
no matter whatever category you find
Yeah.
yourself, did you not marry?
Exactly.
Don't marry.
Did you
I'm
not? Did you not vow? You should make it work. There's no excuse. Whether you fell in love or not, did you not know that you did not love the man before you followed the man? You have followed the
You're now
man.
in it.
You have to continue with the process. So you have no excuse. Once you are committed, you have said, I do at the altar. You have to do whatever it takes to make it work. And then you have to have conversation. The pain for me is when one person is on this side trying to have a conversation and the other one does not want to hear it. And most women can be, let me not say most, some women can be there. I've heard of a case where this woman says, I'm a born again. I tie my hair. I do this, I do that. All this one that I say I should wear short skirt is not for me. Oh, I can't do it. The Holy Spirit will be upset with me. And they had issues for years. I don't know them anymore. I don't know where they are. So I don't know how they have resolved the issue. But there are women who are adamant that this is how you saw me, you came. You can't change me.
But do you think that there will be situations where she's adamant and the man also falls into that category eventually? And
they make it
yes,
work.
because Mariah had said something about introducing her husband to church, and before she knew, he carried the church more than, you know, so it's both ways. Let's not always make it as if one side is the more important side. As long as they both agree, that's what's important. Yeah.
Okay, we have to wrap up. Let's take a few messages and run off.
Yes, so Mojisola says marriage is a covenant. Work on yourselves together. Marriage is much more than physical attraction. What if life happens and one person has an accident? That's another angle. Mwafe Joku says communication is key and decision to stay faithful.
Oyebola says you don't have to use expensive things to look good. You just have to be committed to taking care of yourself. Somebody was reiterating what BC said, the cheater is a cheater.
Idera K says, I don't recognize them, that's the side chicks, because my hands are already full with the main chick. The main chick is feeling.
That's it.
I like that.
All right, that's it? All right. I think that's all we can take on this segment. But at the end of the day, I think what's most important is that we're all responsible adults. I say marriage is a commitment. We all don't have it perfect. Everybody, some that have it great, some have it good. But once you've crossed that bridge of covenant, you're committed.
Simple.
Regardless, whatever you have, you take it and then you work on it.
You work on it.
Have a great weekend. See you Monday. Bye for now.